Point is, this Black Hand Serbia, yeah, right? This is, as you can guess, this is bordering on Colonel Hoppy's rabbit holes. They don't know much, and straight up Dark Hand, Lucien Lachance, fucking Dark Listener, I would expect him not to leave much evidence, but it's a little bit of blood. Yeah, right, no, there's a reason we can't Google this guy's work history. Yeah, no, straight up, that is to be expected. So yeah, straight up, well, who were they? Who hired them? No wonder no one knows, and we're playing this ridiculous speculation game.
What sort of witch distorted one of either of these pieces of proportionately sickening reports of a wicked or practically despicable portions, sort of suspiciously superstitious, not to mention vicious and auspicious portents, more or less important, sort of what we sorted through into this scattered mess of intact remnants stacked into a package of whack, tricky, back-talking, jackass, refractory madman babbling, as it just had to have been fabricated but is now stated as naturally as habit. So you can imagine how now I'm itching to know how, double down on that distorted form of some sort of funny mumbling and timing that even makes it rhyme. One of a kind, this is primed to have at one time become this one of a kind act of some naturally scatterbrained, matter-of-fact, cyclical black magic intact. I guess it is that. Yeah, or for that matter, a drastically spectacular act of collaborative chitter-chatter. It just had to be some scattered about rags of remaining fabrics of exactly that signature calligraphy, I gather. Prone to be less than a decimal, a referential section by section sort of sorted inspection of what text prevailed, while the rest that it entails most definitely is kept especially fail-safe, bolted and nailed shut, locked up in a big box safe in an ever jail never fails. So says but the tales depicting something predictably fickle and despicable description of incredibly still ready to present in visual memo demo of every other ritual with pensive potential pertaining to sustaining to refrain from any loss or a gain that cost of fame paid out in ounces of pain. A pinnacle amount of an intermission remains the same density of friction, so mend the aforementioned rending specific to potentially existential, next to mentally existing in this picture-perfect vitching scripture. It can infer glyphs as it is. Pictographs tend to last, don't ask unless you're already far past this drastically mental dented, yeah, mentally fucking unfriended, somewhere between demented, hell-bent on cleansing an entire dimension of miring and a rendition of inspiring benediction. So make it quick and get into position to witness the diction of something prestigious. If nothing else, it's gonna damn well shatter this whole cavern of ice crystal shell impact and send it crashing after it pans out to some pensively extended and propelled to the momentum under the tension suspending the burning kennels, the meanest infernal three-headed Cerberus, impervious to murder as we prefer to word it. Yeah, nearly a miracle, deliriously pure and with any curiously eerie sort of fear-inducing gaze. Any minute you get near or its presence is clear or whatever haze of endearment, it clearly won't work. Beginning on the first page or intentional mismention of which way you better be betting not to stay inside of this maze. Don't stray, in which a knack for a logistic-specific intermittent prediction of intrinsically found to actually be, practically benefacted, a tactical map-to-map gymnastic method, a practice sure as shit bent on beginning to burn the seething pins and needles of some beyond evil, hell-raise-a pin fucking right in between the two of your peepers, jeepers fucking creepers. Yeah, these are motherfucking rusty meat hooks, looks like a saw cleaver, raw deal, neat though, clearly so. Maybe, just maybe, it won't degrade right through the retrograde veil of ethereal tailoring between the inside and out of just about every possible seam lining, the ceiling and the rafter beam exactly, mean and compact, intact. Yeah, when tangent to translocation and tandem mutation of placing at random, in case the outcome for outspoken motives of devotion and supposed covering of hollow canvas, just like that a static zappa blitz and crack-a-lackin', this way and that, front to back, could peel the mask of reality right back inside out in normality. Definitely a special welcome into one hell of a spellbinding, mindless fatality, chime to the rhyme of a stylish violence we take pride in conspiring. Can you tangibly hear what I spit from the maw of my mandible, the brand of profanity that contaminates every plan I put on paper, staple into a makeshift presentation for demonstrating a declaration of decimation, so pay attention. I hope you hear this the first time before a curse winds you inside and clearly out of my mind inside of a gap in time, back and fucking back-to-back rewind on the track of the fractured rapture of exactly that. It's intact but practically taxed to demise in a split-second capsize, so get confession prep to baptize. Keep track of your mass and passively but massively impactful cash grab, peering at the bag running nab shit. Serious serial brand of primal rage inspired very much humane violence. Yeah, it's inside of us. In this one case minus bin mine Krieg spiel war game piecemeal sort of deal. For real, it's a deal. Yeah, ready-made game of laser tag radiation with Darth Vader's Austrian Terminator Mafia exterminators. Made to say it today, so you heard either the hatred or for the unfavorable set of regrettable favors on development. The pages tell of a wide range of pride and fucking vengeance inside of the eyes of us, and many others playing their hand at this table, steady to levy another set of clever trendsetters on paper and plain crayon drawn band brand of seance. Oh motherfucker, just lay off, I'm the instigator today. And no, you can't just pay me off like that anyway. Bag and tag the whole fucking pile of rags and weary undead, clearly contaminated, merely unplanned demand, steering the hands of a man across any land with a blind and nightlight death-defying kite of the intersecting sections of a fucking end ending a whole pile of frightening fucking lightning fast jumpers and biters. You'll need a better knife, or better yet, ask for the task forward. Yes, kind of force following after a craft, a massive casket, a tightly bound, profoundly wound up in a set of elastic wrapping, almost like a mummy, fantastically practical craft full of nothing but raw, ignitable, priceless potassium nitrate. Yeah, plus a little dry, ultrafine powderized sulfur, then finally just add a little tad of this catalytic brand of catalyst. I insist it's miraculous, borderline sorcerer's magic, laugh it up. A little black chunk of compacted charcoal to market is ready to spark it up. Mastercraft, a double wrap demo trap despite it being slightly light in any precise mess of the recipe sent to me. Yeah, intentionally with or without the sender having any sort of mention to you or me. I hope you can see that the motive behind a supposedly widely known design for a prime set of high explosive canisters demands the work of steady precise style to be compiled, into a stack next to the pile of pikes, halberd, kinda hafted to craft with a spike, brighten up the night with a task. You're gonna handcraft a massive stash of black powder casket of dynamite TNT pipe bombs stuffed in the rim of a basket, strap it up and pass it up. Fasteners of the impacted and crushing the detonation just might create some nearly clearly devious watch this fucking mischief that appears between us. Clearly, what we're meant to be seeing beyond this mirror suspended from the rafters in the ceiling. Yeah, start kneeling, I guess, and get near it appearing while it starts to legit rip and merely searing a portal of boiling, molten, heavy metal coils. Yeah, a foil still smoldering within the untold thundering of Thor asunder. Right up from under the setting sun, dead set metatextual infection of the sickest set of shifty, if not nifty, trippy as shit. Yeah, I don't doubt it, in or out of this gifted job. We was probably set to be lifted strictly misinterpreted wishes to get straight grifted, ripped from the clamoring paws of the superstitious bitches, still steady bitchin', heavy leaning seemingly mean on a mission between the set of fucking superposition and a prestigious litany contiguous fucking rhythm of a schism between division of infinite effervescence present opposing to have known that we have quoted some unspoken note noted to provoke the conjuring unharmed partially at least. Yeah, don't get me started with winning over even the pettiest women divinity. It's intended to upend the sin from beginning to end, eventually ready to get embedded inside of your head, living or dead. It's still a dismissive contender, upending as a pretender, pending a lesser than total deficit, a mess into retention, a specific diction, predilection to fix your conviction, or at least a present or convincing mix of any principal missionary mission. Man, I think these men and women both, between either and both, are just as bad as mad, cackling, jackass, refractory, dipshit rappers and misfits actually mixing in this sickening stack of nasty, brackish, yet somehow fantastic magic. Yeah, rather more of a masterful classic of pragmatic craft work.
As for the profile, that's it. It's as far as I can go before more wild speculation. Clearly, the official records are Lucien Lachance. You're lucky to get Lucien Lachance. It's like a Neo-Zulu press. It's literally just a guy's name and the face of a man who, face of a fucking thug killer is what that is. Hardcore thug killer. Not saying it's good, bad, but if you ever claim to be the thug killer, that's the motherfucking thug killer thug, blowing bitches' brains out, fucking street, fucking, right on the streets, man. Boom, boom, bitch, and boom. Take some balls, man. Whatever. Right? I can spin it any way you want. In public, you're gonna get busted. You can't escape. Yeah, no one's coming to pick you up. Yeah. Everyone's gonna want to execute you, treat you worse than we're treating the Queen right now, and be like, whatever, Operation motherfucking whatever.
Yeah, that should work. Just in time, like clockwork. Ja, mein Gott, ein Doppelgänger, das Russländer und slovenski Schlager, Volksjäger von Öster und Weimarreich. Mein bin ich nein Tech, nein achthangig, direkt in den Bosen, Hexen, Schröger, das ist mein großen Semi-Auto-Leader, Sten Machine, Pistol, Luger, MP40, 9mm Motor Repeater, mag schnell als Truppen, Soldaten unter Nacht, Schwarzen Schatten, bin ein Machtengelein. Flugtag, Waffenstein, Luft und Rocket in Grenada, ist Hollenschatte, das Schadenfreude bin Bosen. Wo und wann ein Loki, nicken, voten, speak fucking Meinmeister, Ulan Jäger, Meinganger, Wehrmacht ist ein Visigoth, Schutztafel, Gestapo, Diablo, Stahlfass, Rechten mit Gestapo, Motorwagen, Apostel, Scheiteistreit, Nuclear Katastrophe, das Kriegsspiel has stoppen, bin Doppelreich, Otto Krieg und Panzergeist, ein Thor Blitz und Holland für guten Gott, man, ficken Scheister, Nick Naya, Nick seit ein Tag, ficken right, you heard the word, now let's burn, ignite the whole ficken spire, a black oil cured sap and hide cloth wrapped Greek fire sack, simulation awakening, nothing less than to discover the heavy pressure cooking casket of Magnum and the crack mantle of the geothermal plasma smelter below the belt of the equator, yeah, you better be best bet instead of the Hephaestus or some shit, even just a messenger, hell, I'll tell you what we heard from the intended progenitor, yeah, whether it's as well or in good or beware, better yet be scared of the unbearable terror of lighting up the whole fucking atmosphere of Atomos, a promise that Terran has set a carefully stenciled concentric circumstantial fences in tandem with the tension of a gravity well in suspension. Did I mention a portal to Helheim, Nick 9, das bin ein Volksbahn to mein Geistreich, Gottverdammt Hollenführer, ja, das und nach Katastrophe Cataphrakt, und Olympus and Asgard, Macht ist ein Ragnarok, trust that we must bring them up with the scariest, nefarious denizens of Inferus, Neburosu, and Nosferatu, and nefarious Ragnarok and roll, motherfucker, Nagarok stands even taller asunder, the Saul Apollos who fallen, as just might be getting swallowed whole, all told, fortune favors the fucking braver, the grave, give it to the spades and behavior of the bold, so savor the salvation of your anger. Now let's roll.
We know the Serbian Dark Hand assassin Lucian Lachance was. That's about all we know, is that he was involved and you know got the job done, and someone made the bit. Yeah, they did this for millions and millions of dollars in prestige, and fucking the fact that everyone fears their black hand imprint. Fucking put that little handprint on you and you'll fucking theory me for the rest of your life. Yeah, that's what that's for. That's what they got and hold and use and gain and greed. That's the fucking, what do you call it? The fucking, was it qualifications? Well, I could just show you my weapon. That's level 1. Qualifications, black hand that you seen before on 10 other dead bitches that never said anything. Bitch, that's the professional motherfucker gonna cut the heads off. So yeah, like I said, that's about all we know. And come on, if we're gonna say, yeah, this is as far as I can speculate to say, which one sounds more or less likely. That this mysterious group of professional, top fucking brass assassins were hired as such, as top brass assassins for the Master Huntsman Lord of Ladies, to be done right the first time and not risk fucking that one up. Yeah, you go for the best. Yeah, you pay $5 million for the fucking Black Hand Master fucking millions. Motherfucker can fucking kick ass in the millions. Whatever it takes, get her done if that's imperative. How would they decide what I'm saying? At that point, it's not just a group of assassins, right? Are they also philosophers, politicians, scientists, fucking motorcycle engineers, and acrobatics who fucking design water wheels, right? No. They're clearly good at what they do. I don't doubt they have some interesting philosophies. They probably have a very small branch of government among themselves. I'm saying a small group of them who manage the receipts. Yeah, it's as much as anyone's allowed to say about it. Someone's got to keep track of something around here. Well, who makes sure all the money doesn't go missing from the Thieves Guild vault? Oh my god. It's like they never even used the door before. How does this thing work? Yeah, this key you gave me 10 years ago. I don't even know how to use it. Oh, fucking hell.